Aloha and welcome to Salt Creek. That is where we stayed last night. It was very quiet. Didn't hear a single barge pass. I know they passed because I took a picture of one, but I didn't feel a single one. This morning, mist over the water. A little bit too dense to leave this morning safely. So we're just going to wait. It's like 27 degrees below freezing. Yeah, we're gonna wait until this mist passes because we can't really see through it. I can run the radar, but why push it? Just enjoy the mist and a little breakfast and some coffee. That's what I say. So join us this morning on our boat story on our boat Mahalo as we go south on the Tom Bigby towards Mobile. And we should be there maybe tomorrow, maybe on Saturday. Not sure yet. We got like 100 miles left. See you in a few minutes. In this episode of our Boat Stories Great Loop Adventure, we leave our anchorage on the Tenn-Tom at the Salt Creek Anchorage just past Jackson, Alabama, and head to the next anchorage at Tensaw River near Mt Vernon, Alabama. Aloha, we are Sava, Cynthia, and Alex, along with our two dogs, Lucy and Shadow. We're traveling America's Great Loop, a 6,000-mile North American waterway from Florida to Canada and back down via the Mississippi. Follow us on this journey on our boat called Mahalo. There's frost this morning. Look at the white frost on Hanu. Hanu is getting deflated because the air just went out. And yeah, you got frost. So gonna go back inside. I may even turn the generator on, the heater on. It's beautiful though this morning with this mist. So we got ice warning on the deck, and you can see the frost on the cushion up here on the bow. Alex is going to try to unclip us. So you can see all the mist on the water. Maybe you can see it. I don't know if the GoPro picks it up or not.
Good morning. So trying not to get the glare of the sun, but down there you can actually see frost on the cushion of the front of the boat. And out here we have this mist rising above the water. I can see the marker over there. Our friends Freya, their boat, they've left, and they said it's not so bad once you start going down the river. They actually said that our anchorage had more mist to it. Trying not to get the sun glare for you, but you can see the mist rising above the water. It's kind of magical, kind of like something out of a movie. So the sun will burn it off really quick, but this is our start of our morning, November 2nd. Zava, you're awake?
Just so you know, we didn't use a lot of dry ice to get the effect. This is natural.
And what was the temperature this morning?
27.
It was 27. Inside the salon this morning, it was 54. 56.
We were ready to turn the heater on.
And we ran the generator a little bit and warmed that up to 70, and boy did that feel nice. So while you were under the covers though, I mean, you know, we were fine with our duvets. But yeah, if you came out into the salon, you were like, ooh, need a hot drink. But all is well. We're ready to start our day. We don't have to go too far today. Today we're going about,
I want to say Tensaw River or something like that.
how many miles?
46 miles down.
46 miles down. So we don't have so far to go. I think our buddy boat Freya is going to go a little further. So we'll just see how the day goes. It's nice. There's not a cloud in the sky right now. All the cloud per se is down here on the water.
We're at mile marker 83 this morning, and I want to say we're going down to 56 or something like that.
Yeah. It won't be as cold in the next 24 hours, so we're looking forward to that. So anyway, nice morning in Alabama. We don't see very many houses along here. So here it looks like several trailers, singles and doubles. Some have screen porches. There's about 5 or 6 in a row here. They have somewhat of a ramp Not sure if it's just a fishing community or if it's workmen, but we just don't see very much in Zavsa because of its being a possible flood area. Well, other than that, it's just a jungle cruise, and we don't see a lot of other houses. Coming up is a barge that we tried to contact multiple times on different channels, and Alex said he knows why they didn't answer.
Because they're docked.
Because they're docked.
It's a ghost ship.
So, I'm very proud of Alex
of the Tenn-Tom.
for Alex stating the obvious, that the reason they're probably not replying is they're docked. So, there you have it. So, we know which side we're passing them on. Easy. So sorry, we're kind of shooting into the sun here. I'll try to angle my camera differently. We're going to be coming up on a little boat that's kind of tucked away here in a creek. It's not showing up as a looper. When we go by, we'll look for a looper flag. They had requested our previous boat no wake. So we're going very slowly for them. What's challenging right now is there's no marker. So Zava had to go through the virtual markers here. And now we're angling more out into the middle of the channel. We had gone closer to the shore a minute ago. Now we're angled more to the middle. So I guess the narrow part, we must be past the narrow part. So there's a boat tucked here. At first glance, as I look at it, it looks like it's on sand. Zava says no, there's water there. So it's nosed itself in what little, I don't know. We had heard that they had asked for no wake, but I thought it was on sand. Alex is going to look with the binoculars, but I said, boy, they look like they beached. But maybe there's water right there. Maybe
there is water.
But do you see a looper flag?
No.
No looper flag?
Do you see a pirate flag? Nope. We saw a pirate boat yesterday for you.
So they got themselves tucked in there. We're kind of trying to be respectful for them. No wake. Pretty beach area around here. There is a heron right there on the beach. Like, oh, he's in the water. His feet are in the water. And it's a chilly morning, so he must have really he's got cold feet. Joke. We've been looking for the wild pigs. Now last night I didn't go up, but Zava and Alex did when our buddy boat told us they saw a family of wild pigs on the beach. So, and we had seen some right before we docked. So here's another closer look at this. Is this a trawler?
Yep. It looks like they beached themselves.
So they are not anchored, or they are tied? Are they tied to a tree?
Tied to something, I don't know.
We're just having the mystery.
I mean, I would not protect those to the shore.
Doesn't it look like they're on the beach on that side? So the anchor's over there, but doesn't it look like that other side is touching the sand?
Yeah.
Wow. When they do try to get off, boy, that's not going to be, to me, they're on the sand on that other side. I guess you don't rock that way if you're on sand. Alex, can you read the name of the boat?
It says
Altamar?
Alamar,
Alamar. Interesting.
U.S. Virgin Islands.
Boy, I don't know how you're not on sand over there.
They're lost.
They're
Yeah,
lost.
the boat came from the U.S. Virgin Islands.
Or it's like ours. It's registered there as their home, their wish.
Looks like they're waving.
Oh,
Thank you for the slow pass. I appreciate it.
No worries. This is our normal speed. You have a great day today.
Mine too, unless I decide to park in a cove. Never camp overnight in a cove.
he's totally listed.
You look totally cozy there. Hopefully not aground.
Well, I'm glad it looks that way. I think I need another foot of water to get out. So anyway, have a good trip. Thank you.
You need a tow out or you okay?
I need a tow out, but I wouldn't ask another boat. There's somebody trying to find a tow service. I'm good for now. I'm safe and happy to fly, so I'm good. I appreciate it. So thank you.
So the boat we were just looking at is stuck, and so we have offered to go and help them. So prayers for us getting them free. Zava has a rope. Alex is getting a life jacket on. We are going to try to help this poor individual get pulled out of here.
Can you go to the nose, please, Alex, to the bow nose?
Okay. Can Alex throw?
Wait till I get closer. Wait till I get closer. Wait till I get closer.
Never stay overnight in a cove.
Just a second.
Okay, he's got it. He's got it. Dear Heavenly Father, help us be able to back up. Make sure it's not caught on our anchor. Okay.
Again, it'll tilt. That's okay.
We're gonna go real gentle here. I think you're free. That's just I think he's good, actually.
His engine is running. Let's see. No, the engine's not turning over.
But he's floating.
I can't tell if he's floating or not. He's trying. Is he trying to play with his anchor? He's trying to get his anchor up. Is he moving? He's moving, but I think he has to get his anchor.
Yeah. I could. Go ahead and get our line tied up now.
Oh, good. He's backing off of his anchor. Maybe he can get his anchor up now.
All right. Looks like you're all in good shape now. You have a good day.
Really appreciate that.
Happy to help.
Happy to help. Aloha.
He just needs to get his anchor up. There. He's got it pulled tight now. The anchor. There comes the anchor up. Yay! His anchor's up. Now let's just make sure he gets out here into the channel because he's swung all... But his back end swung into the sandbank. His back end swung into the sandbank. Can he go forward? He's moving. Do we have it yet? He's moving. What? Is he stuck again? Is he stuck? Did he get stuck in the back though? He looked like he got stuck. Let's not leave till we know he's unstuck.
Are you stuck on the sand now or not?
The wake's gonna push him back on the sand. He's gonna push him into the sand again. Alex, hold on. Alex, hold on. Okay, hold on, Alex. Alex, hold on. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So as you guys could see, it knocked over Alex's bicycle, and our erstwhile big boat is happily on plane going down the river. So not sportsmanlike. And look at the waves that he's sending along the tree line. Just knocked the guy we just got free back into the sandbank and knocked over our bike and everything else. So this is what we're dealing with. Unbelievable. He pushed the guy into the sandbank. Shadow, come. Come here, Shadow. Which is why we didn't leave. Oh, poor man. We were so close.
Just a minute, I'll be closer. I'll be closer.
Be ready, Alex.
Coming closer. Lucy,
He's got it, Todd. Oh.
Is your rudder okay?
It'll be fine. It'll pull out that way.
Okay, I'm gonna pull real slow here.
Is it caught on our anchor? No, it's not caught on our anchor. It's going around our anchor. Dear Heavenly Father, please help us free this boat.
Watch your fingers.
the way in the channel. His anchor is up. Let's get him in the channel. Alex, watch your feet. Let's get him all the way out here. Let's get him out further into the channel.
Let me get you out here just a little bit.
All right, this time we're good.
Yeah.
Aloha indeed.
Aloha indeed.
That wind was brutal that way yesterday. Now it's coming this way.
Yeah. Okay, I'm slowing down. Yeah, that just washed him right back on the beach.
Oh, Alex didn't catch it.
All right, guys.
Thank you. Have a good day.
If I catch up with you, brunch or lunch or dinner's on me. Okay. Or a beer.
Mahalo. We're all good. Thank you.
So, just giving you a nice shot. It's so nice to see this poor little boat freed twice and coming along behind us. I'm just so glad. Such a nice day, but how depressing to be stuck when there's not a lot of help around and not even that many boats that pass. We can go along on this river and not see any boats for hours. And every time a barge would come by, it just made him stick more. And I actually think that Zava was saying the second pull was a little harder because he got, you know, he was sideways in, so he was even, I think, even tighter in than he had been the first time. So shows how much wakes can really affect you when you are anchoring beside the channel. So something to think about, to be really careful, because the wakes going by can take you out of what you think is your circle of room, you know? So anyway, so glad to see him moving and everything is great. So we're just happy that we were able to pull him out without getting stuck, and that he's freed and ready to go on down the river and enjoy his journey. So we just saw this large stick in the water. I mean, oh, glad we're going around that. I can hear Lucy crunching. We've been starting to bring food up for her because she wants to be up here with Dad on the bridge. So if we don't bring food up here on the bridge, even though I take her down to have breakfast, she'll wait at the bottom of the stairs wanting to come up. So we're just starting to bring her some food up here on the bridge. Shadow is sitting in her spot. He found shade.
He loves Daddy.
And oh, they both are daddy dogs. So coming up here on our right is, I see a house like with a green roof. Not sure if it's just a pavilion or a house, but boy, it's close to the bank, and the bank looks like it's eroding. We've seen this before, where we saw a house a couple days ago where the flagpole was literally on the eroded bank, and the house looked like it was not far behind. So I'm surprised at how close this structure is to the edge. Maybe when they built it, it wasn't an edge.
See the log right underneath that tree there. You see it there?
Yes,
Are there deer? I think
it's a deer moving along under the trees, but it's under the trees. Hopefully it'll come down here to the water, because it's not going to show up on the GoPro. Sadly, I see the white legs moving along.
We just haven't seen much wildlife, so we get excited when we see
We
something.
do. We try to look. So straight out from the camera, the deer is walking along under the trees. I'm so sorry that it's not visible to the camera here. I was hoping it would come to the water's edge or at least make itself shown, but staying well tucked away. It probably hears our voices echoing across the water. So now I'm getting closer to this structure, which sometimes Alex takes a look-see with the binoculars. There is an electrical post also really close to the edge. And this house may have been here for a long time. It looks like it has a decent metal roof, but boy, I would want some reinforcement to this bank. The front stairs look like you could take a giant leap for mankind and jump in the water.
This used to be their backyard, but it's all washed away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm sure when they built it, it was not this eroded. But a decent metal roof. Somebody's put in an air conditioner. There's a satellite dish, so that lets you know about how old this house was.
That's not the big dish.
Yeah. Well, they definitely have waterfront living, but it's too close to the edge, isn't it?
One of these days, that house will fall into the river.
It will. It will.
Probably within 50 or 30 years.
Less than that. With the erosion the way it was. So, no pigs yet today. We'll keep an eye out to show you some pigs.
Wild boar.
Wild boar. So, we just saw this beautiful mowed area along the edge. It's almost like maybe on the other side is a golf course. We don't know, but it's mowed. And the trees actually look like maybe somebody either cut them or whatever so that you have this park-like setting right next to the waterway. Usually we just have what looks kind of wild looking. So, not sure if this is a park or if it's just part of the bank. But it looks nice. I'm going to go to the front here. A little warmer today than it was yesterday at this time, I think, because we've been able to open the cover in the front. Now, a lot of markers are missing. Xava has had to use the navionics.
Yeah, we're pretty much going by the chart plotter and
because some
navionics.
places are actually really narrow. If you hadn't looked, we would not be in the right place.
About the width of a toe.
Yeah, so we've had to be really careful this morning because it looks so deceptive in that you think you could go anywhere here, even in the middle. And the narrow places we've had to get over to the side indicated to make sure that we don't run aground. So we're just being really careful on this beautiful waterway. So we're looking at this prize log sticking out, and we're glad that we saw it and we're not hitting it. And then we're just cruising up ahead, and Xava saw the flashing paddles of a kayaker. Now, I don't know where they dropped in at because we haven't seen any ramps. So I wondered where they got in at, right? Because we haven't seen, like, I don't know, a community dock or anything. So, and they're just by themselves. So I don't know. Xava says they're a looper. In fact, one of the lock masters, the Pickwick lock, showed large kayaks that had like 2 people each that were in there going through that ginormous lock in their kayak. So, yeah, I'm not sure if they were looper people, but they were going through that giant lock, which was impressive. Boy, I would be, because how cold it was last night, 27, I would be afraid to kayak alone out here where it's so desolate. What if you tipped over? Could you get to shore and not freeze? I'm just surprised that there's no one else around. There's not like a buddy boat or anything, you know? Well, maybe they have gear and radio and things like that. I don't know. They appear to be going downstream, right? Are they coming toward us or away from us? It's actually hard to tell. We just see the paddles. We just see the paddles going up and down, so we can't tell which direction the small craft is going. But what a beautiful, it's very rustic and just like traveling down through a wilderness. We have not seen any other boats this morning other than the one we freed and then the big one that came through and caused his big wake. Rocked our world, Zav said. And actually these leaves aren't really showing change of color. Now after this cold snap of this week, I bet you that in a few days that this whole area would have color change. But we're really just seeing green right now. This area probably has been fairly warm and not had, this is probably their first real cold snap, I would imagine. And some of these riverbanks are so high up that you wouldn't be able to get out like here unless you pulled onto a log or something. You couldn't get yourself up that bank. Now this side, you could easily take your kayak in if you wanted to get off. We'll try not to cause a wake to the poor little boat. Fishing line has everything.
Straight right now, we get back into the river. This is very thin, straight ahead.
Yeah.
It's a bit of land. It may be 50 feet. On the other side is the other river. It's snakes around there.
I saw that on the map.
I mean, literally, if you carved a little bit in here, you'd be on the other side.
The original river had a horseshoe. The original river has a horseshoe on the other side of this. It's been closed off. I don't know whether the Army Corps of Engineers closed it off, but just on the other side is a horseshoe that even says Tom Bigby River, and it's just a horseshoe now, like a lake.
Like 50 or 100 feet, you'd be back on the other river.
Correct. They've made like a horseshoe lake of what was part of this river. It was another horseshoe piece, but now it's closed off.
Well, no, we came down that way.
Oh, this is the double back.
Yeah, we came down that way.
This is the double back.
Make a loop, and now we're going back around.
We're talking. Zav and I are talking about two different things. One of them is actually a tight double back, so that it almost looks like a figure eight when you look at the map. And I did take I actually took a screenshot of this. So when we redo this video, Zava can put in the screenshot from Nebo that shows the figure eight curve of how tight we're going to go and turn here. But if we just threw a stone, we'd almost make it to the other part of this where we will be coming back around on the other side here. So, but on a different section, there is actually a part that they have closed off that was part of a curve. They took it out for whatever reason. So, but what Zava's describing here is pretty cool, that even though this waterway is a route, it does have a double back, and we'll show you that in the Nebo app picture. Here's a beautiful white heron. Sometimes they're kind of obstructed or camouflaged. Oh, and he's even gonna fly for us. Look at him fly. I love it when they actually fly across the water because you can see them better. When they fly against a sandy beach, it's so much harder to see them. So effortless. Oh, and he landed in the water. So there are not a lot of structures on the Tenn-Tom in this section of Alabama. So we see this structure. I'm trying to figure out what it is. I'm seeing a lot of pipes out front, and we're seeing power lines to it. I don't know what it is. Is it something that regulates the water, though?
I don't know.
Is there water on the other side when you look on your navionics? So it's not a creek or anything incoming.
I don't know. Something secret. Need to know basis.
I mean, it almost looks like a gate of some sort, as if there was water on the other side.
Like a pumping station, like they're pumping water from the river.
Oh, pumping water from the river. And then here's a little ramp coming down. Interesting. So it's just a quiet day on the river.
So not sure what they're building here at this big construction complex, but we see tons of birds. And there's a pack of birds directly in front of me in the water. And there's got to be fish or something for them to be just hovered around each other. Some are sitting on the barge over there. The rest are all sitting here. Aloha! We are arriving at the Tensaw Anchorage. That's the Tensaw River right here. And we're going to be pulling in and dropping our anchor here in just a moment. Aloha and welcome to the Tensaw River Anchorage. It is right off the Tenn-Tom at mile marker 39.5, and it is a beautiful wide spot where you don't need an aft anchor at all to keep you steady here. It's plenty wide, about 20 feet below our keel. We put 100 feet of chain out and it held right away. So we're very happy with this little spot right here. We went, I think, about 46 miles today, which is good. Tomorrow we could make it probably to Mobile, but probably just could take one more anchorage and then make it to Mobile. And then we'll be at the Gulf. The rivers will be done. So thank you, mahalo, for joining us on this journey down the Tenn-Tom to this beautiful spot right here. As always, please like, share, and subscribe. Give us that thumbs up. Seriously, just click that button. It makes a big difference to our little channel. We really appreciate you joining us on this journey. So we'll see you again tomorrow as we continue down the Tenn-Tom, probably for our last anchorage on the Tenn-Tom tomorrow.
So a beautiful evening. The water's like glass. 2 looper boats are ahead of us. There are more behind. You can hear birds and animals. You can count 4 boats here to the back, all looper boats. And this adds to the total. We make 3 that are here in front of them, so there are 7 looper boats relaxing here this evening. You can see the leaves floating by, so the current's going that way.